There are creators who chase trends, and then there are creators who create a space people genuinely want to return to. Our guest today belongs to the latter. And in a digital world often driven by noise and the race for attention, she has chosen a different path, one built on authenticity. With more than 100,000 followers across social media, Aisha Tilde has become one of Northern Nigeria's most recognizable food and lifestyle creator. Her content celebrates more than recipes. It celebrates culture, family, everyday moment, and the beauty in simplicity. Beyond the cameras, she's also an entrepreneur, co-owning a growing business, and while inspiring young people to build brands rooted in purpose rather than popularity. Today, we'll discover the woman behind the videos, the entrepreneur behind the business, and the storyteller behind the name. Welcome to S24 Insight, Aisha Tilde. It's nice having you here today.
Thank you for having me.
It's a great pleasure. And like I said, I've seen your profile, I've seen your social media platforms and handle, and I must say you are really, really doing amazingly well.
Thank you so much.
So let's start from like at the beginning. Let's get to know who Aisha Tilde is. So if someone is coming to you, if someone is coming across, like someone is coming or is meeting you for the first time, how would you describe yourself, or who would you say Aisha Tilde is?
Thank you so much for having me.
You're
If
welcome.
somebody is meeting me for the first time, I'd say I'm Aisha, a registered nurse, a food content creator, an entrepreneur. Yeah.
That's nice. So before the followers, before the collaborations, before the cameras, like I said, there was simply Aisha, and you just introduced yourself that you are a nurse, a chef, an entrepreneur. So would you tell us how your childhood was like growing up?
I had a pretty decent childhood. I came from a family of 4, and I mostly learned how to cook from my mom and my grandma. My grandma is a dormer and she cooks amazing meals.
Yeah. So I was going to come to that question, that how did you learn how to cook, or where did you get the passion to love cooking? Well, like you rightly said, you learned it from your mom and your grandma, and your grandma is a dormer. Oh, wow. That's great.
Yeah.
So looking back now, yeah, what values from your upbringing would you say is still guiding you till today?
I'd say discipline. My mom is the perfect balance between a friend and a mom. And I carry that discipline everywhere I go.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
So if your childhood friends are watching you right now, they're watching the interview right now, what would they say about you?
Oh my God, I'm sure they would be so proud. I used to be an introvert growing up, and because of what I do, the type of work I do, I'm trying to be out there more, and I'm sure they'll be really proud to see you on TV.
Well, that's good. So they'll really be proud
Of
to
course.
see their own on screen, which is very amazing. Now, let's move from ordinary to extraordinary influence. Many people think success online happens overnight. Yeah. But behind every success are months and sometimes even years of consistency. So how did you start content creation?
I started as a photographer. I used to love photography. I used to love snapping pictures of food. And then I started making videos. And I was posting it on my story, and someone was like, "Oh my God, post it on your reel, post it on your reel." And I just listened one day and I posted it, and that was it.
So, okay, why did you pick food as what you need to like create content, or like surround your life around food content creation? Why food?
I've always loved food.
Okay.
And I loved the feeling of feeding people. I love to see how happy people are after eating. Yes. And it has always been my dream to travel and eat. So I started with food.
And there's this excitement that you eat and you eat good food. There's an excitement that comes with it, which is a very, very amazing. So do you remember your first post? Because like you said, someone was like, why don't you post it on your reels? Do you remember your first post, the impression you got and how it made you feel?
Yes. I remembered my first post, it was and then I recreated this recipe my mom used to make. She used to make goat and chunks of meat inside. And I'm like, oh, I have sausage. And sausage is easier. So let me just throw chunks of it. And it was my first viral video. And I remembered how people reacted towards the video. But I was happy either ways. You have to be innovative to grow.
Exactly. Yes. So when you started this content creation, because we're still going to get to the food part, but when you started content creation, what was the reception like? What was it like from family? Let's say family, let's keep friends aside. What was it like from family? Like, did you get full support from your family, or there were some?
I got full support, to be honest. Everybody was really supportive, especially my mom. She always prompted me to do more.
Well, that's great. So we know how exhausting and how tiring content creation can be. Was there ever a time you were like, I'm tired, I can't do this anymore. I am giving up. I cannot continue.
There were times that I was tired, and I always feel like it's okay for you to take a break. Just take a break, take a few weeks. But the most important thing is that you always come back stronger. There were tired times, but I always came back stronger.
Okay, so now what was it like hitting that milestone of 100,000 followers on Instagram? Because I saw a video of you celebrating that milestone. How did you feel? I'm sure it must be an amazing experience.
It was an amazing experience. I looked at, I don't know which football was it that they said the studio was 60,000 capacity.
Yeah.
I looked at the amount of people, and then mine is not even 60,000.
It was over.
It is 100,000 people that trusted a girl in the kitchen, and I was so happy.
Amazing. So now let's talk about food, culture, and identity, right? So one thing that makes your content stand out isn't just that it's talking about food. It's also like a storytelling process. Yeah. So why, like I said, I've asked you that question, why you chose food as the center of your content. So why is it important to preserve Northern cuisines? Because I see you push that a lot and it's amazing. Why is it so important to push that out there?
I would say,
it's okay. Let me take you away from Northern cuisines. Why do you think it is important to just push the love of food and the presentation and plating? Because it's always an amazing sight when you see a chef plate a food. So why is it important to push that out there?
I would say representation matters.
Exactly.
I grew up seeing few people doing it, and I grew up seeing few people doing it, and representation matters a lot. Yeah, it is very important for me to show the coming up generation that you can do this. Even with your go-side kitchen, you can plate it to be looking like a 5-star dish, of course.
That's so. What are some of the most misconceptions people have about? Let me not narrow it down to the northern part of Nigeria, but what misconception do people have about chefs? Not even chef, like cooking in a certain kind of way.
People always believe, isn't it just
to cook?
Yeah, isn't it just to cook? It's so
It's
easy.
not hard.
Yeah, it's just pour few ingredients in the pot and that's
you're done.
Yes.
So it's way more than that.
It's way more than that. You have to understand the chemistry of food. You have to understand flavor building. It is like a whole entire world of its own.
Because like you said, it's not just throwing ingredients
in
into the
pot,
pot.
of
It's an act. Like yours is an act, and it's also like a storytelling, would I say event or something like that. So, but let me say, I will always appreciate you and commend you for like the amazing things you
Thank
you do.
you so much.
So, which meal? Because we're talking about food now. What meal best represents you? Like maybe if they see this meal, they'll be like, okay, this is Aisha.
I'd say masa.
Okay.
Because a girl is from Bauchi and I know how to make masa.
And I heard that Bauchi people have one of the best masas in
we
Nigeria.
do.
And I can attest to that. I've had their masa once or like twice like that. And I can say it's amazing. Like I said, masa represents your personality.
Of course.
Oh, that's nice and amazing. So if you want to, if you have the opportunity to represent or present one other meal to the world that everybody in the world is to accept, what meal would that be?
I still say masa.
Masa,
Yeah, because
okay.
it's so versatile.
Oh,
you can have it with sugar, you can have it spicy.
You can have it with fruit, you can have it with honey.
Of course, you can have it with soup.
Soup, exactly. You can have it with yaji.
Yes.
Yeah, so have your followers, because I know definitely you have a community. So do they inspire your spices so one way or the other, or you're just the one you just keep dishing out? You just keep dishing out.
I dish out, and sometimes I even ask. I put a poll out there. Oh, what do you want me to do next? What do you guys want us to do next? Yeah, so sometimes I get inspired by my followers.
Okay, so as still talking about food, and I think we'll still have to go. And like you said, there was a family reception today, to whereby you were, it was all love from your family. They supported you and they gave you the backing that you needed. So let's do a little family background. I'm so sorry to take you back, but I think we just have to just do this. Like you said, would you give us more insights on, aside you've been a nurse, maybe this is who I am, like you say, you're from a family of 4, you went to what school, how far along the line, and what really influenced you to like go into content creation and cooking again. So let's have like your family background. Just a little, we don't need to really go deep into it.
Okay, like I said earlier, I'm from a family of 4. My dad is full Fulani. My mom is like a whole Wazobia situation. And I did industrial chemistry for my first degree and nursing for my second. Yeah.
So does you does it like, okay, I'm trying to put it in simple terms so that we'll just all of us get ourselves on the same page. Now you said you grew up from I would say mixed background, obviously. So you have like an Idoma blood in you, and you also have a Bochi blood in you. So how has that, did that in any way inspire you wanting to like go into cooking really, or maybe you just like you said, your grandma, he's an amazing cook or is an amazing cook. So did it like really influence you into wanting to cook?
It did a lot, because obviously with different cultures comes different food. I come from a mix of a lot of cultures, and every culture has its certain type of food. Imagine a Fulani girl waking up to just start craving ogbono out of nowhere. So I just love the diversity of the flavors, and that drew me more into food to like discover more
about food. Okay, now since we're talking about like a Fulani girl craving ogbono and all that, is there like, okay, since you make food, you create food, do you cook diversely, or you just focus your attention on just a particular, let's say, part of the country? Because I know you have you still have intercontinental cuisines on your. So.
I love to focus more on northern food because, as I said, that representation matters.
Matters, yes.
We're not so much on the map, so I love to focus more on that.
On
but this year, we're trying to diverse. We're trying to travel and eat.
When you say travel, you mean travel within Nigeria,
within Nigeria,
Africa, the world, because
we want to start with Nigeria. Hopefully, do a food tour in Nigeria, how certain things are made.
Oh, okay. I think we will be going on a short break right now. When we come back, we'll continue our discussion with Aisha Tilde on S24 Insights. Welcome back, and we've been in discussion with Aisha Tilde, who is a chef, a content creator, and also an entrepreneur. So now let's head right where we stopped from. Let's continue from where we stopped from. So do you ever worry that there is a time whereby traditional recipes are disappearing? Is there a time you feel, I think this is disappearing, or maybe people don't really know much about it and is actually vanishing right before our eyes? Is there ever a time you get worried about that?
No, actually.
Okay, so our spices are just whatever, they are not disappearing, they're just going to be around.
Maybe it's going to be more innovative than before. Yeah, but vanishing, I don't think anytime soon.
So, like you said, when we talk about dishes and you're a chef, what's your favorite meal to make? And I hope you're not going to tell me masa again, because you said masa is what signifies your personality. And if you're going to introduce that, you're going to introduce that to the world. But what is that one meal that people will get to see you never get tired of making over and over and over again? What's that one dish?
I think rice.
Rice? What kind of rice?
I don't have like a particular type,
but
rice
okay,
in general, because of how
versatile it is.
Yeah.
So, okay, you don't have a particular one, but what is just your go-to? Like, if they wake you up, like, Aisha, just come and make a rice dish, jollof rice. And do you have a different way you make your jollof rice, other than traditional way, like everybody makes it, and there's no secret ingredients, there's nothing special to that?
Not really.
So, since you said the traditional way, because everybody has a way of making their own jollof rice, so how do you make your own jollof rice?
The basics: oil first, herbs, tomatoes, rice, chicken stock, and that's it.
That's it.
As simple as
that. Yeah, done. That's great. Now, okay, let's move away from food and let's talk about business beyond social media. But we know social media is a platform that enables a whole lot.
Of course.
So, creating content is one thing. Building a business is another thing totally. So, tell us about Pearl and Tea, because you co-own that brand.
Yes.
So tell us about that.
Pearls and Tea is a brand that I own with my friend. She's my best friend. We co-own it together. We sell boba tea, we sell coffee, we sell tea, we sell pancakes. So the brand was birthed out of our love for tea and coffee.
Oh, yeah. Wow, because I was going to say what actually inspired the business. So how different is entrepreneurship from content creation?
Well, I'd say for content creation, most of the things are online. Most of the issues is online. Maybe people get to troll you online and then they leave. But for business, you get to meet people one-on-one. So handling people sometimes is a bit hectic. And food is something that is really personal to me. So I put my all in it. Now, imagine somebody comes to tell you that, oh, I don't like this. This is not how it's meant to be done. So it takes another level of discipline to be able to handle that face to face daily.
So when you get that kind of reaction from people, how do you handle it?
I believe I always say that I am open for criticism. Tell me so that I would correct it.
Yeah.
So for you to tell me that means you like me and you want my business to grow. Mostly I apologize, make it better, and send you another one.
That's where growth comes from. So has social media helped your business? Because like I said, it's a platform that handles opportunities to people most times, sometimes on a platter, sometimes you have to work for it. So has it helped your business in one way or the other?
It has significantly.
Aside getting followership, are there like endorsements, collaborations? Because you are open for collaboration. No serious business-minded person won't have that.
Yeah, we're completely open for collaboration. It has helped us in, okay, there are times where I'll be at the cafe and somebody will come, oh my God, I came straight from UB. I saw a thing online. And I came to Kaduna to taste it.
So how does that feel? How does that make you feel?
Feels like I'm doing something right.
That's amazing. Yeah. That's good. So what's been your biggest business learning and lessons? Because we know what comes with businesses. There are days whereby you thrive in your business. There are days whereby you get, like I said, just like content creation, you might get frustrated. Like, I cannot hold on with this. The stress is too much. So what biggest lesson has growing your business handed to you? Patience.
Like an enormous amount of patience. I used to think I'm a patient person, but when you're meeting different people from different backgrounds and different walks of life, there's just somebody that would do something that would want to make you go insane. But that is when you have to be a business-oriented person. You should know that they are not attacking you personally. They just want your business to do better
and for better service and all that. So what's the biggest misconception people have about entrepreneurship?
I would say for women, some people think we get it easier.
Oh, which takes me to the point whereby, like, we know what it means to run a business, like funding, logistics, management, and all that. How do you do that? Like, how do you get to manage your business? How do you, because we know sometimes funding might be a problem, but for some people it's not. Although maybe you might have that issue, I don't know, but you might elaborate or enlighten people on what it is to manage a business, a growing business, and the rest that comes with it.
For me, it's a bit easier because it's co-owned. I have my friend that helps with the money. She does almost all the paperwork stuff. And when you're starting a new business, just be open-minded. Your mind should be open for learning. Of course, you're going to make mistakes. You're going to have losses. You're going to serve bad dishes. But the biggest thing is, yes, growth. You learn from it and you move forward.
Okay. That's so. Would I say it? Anyway, any business person, you always be a serious-minded person when it comes to business, and I'll applaud you for that. Okay, now let's go behind the scenes. People usually see the finished videos of whatever you're selling out there or you're putting out there, but they don't see the planning, they don't see the mistakes, they don't see the pressure. So walk us through a typical day running your business and also creating content, because that alone is a lot of work.
It is. And that is why sometimes I tend to show behind the scenes. Yeah, I have my spend a day with me vlogs. I have showing you, I actually have 2 businesses. I show people how I go to the workshop, how I go to the market, how I do my sourcings, how I go to the cafe, and I still come back to my content. It's hectic, but at the end of the day, I don't think anything good comes easy.
Okay. So now, what do you do when you run out of ideas to create content, or you run out of ideas that, okay, I need to run this business a certain kind of way, but the idea is not coming? What do you do?
And that was why, like I mentioned earlier, take rest. Take a break. Nobody has ever died from taking a break. Like, be easy on yourself. Take a break, and the most important thing is to come back bigger.
So, have you ever dealt with dev? Obviously, well, let's hear how you went about it. How did you, on one of those days, deal with online criticism? Or do you just ignore them, or there's a certain way you
ignore most of the time?
But you learn from whatever they are putting out there.
You know that there are comments that when you see it, you know that this person is trying to correct me. This person is not being malicious or anything. This person is trying to correct me. I get into that comment, say thank you, look at it very well, remove emotions from it and look at it. But then again, there are comments that you know that this person is just trying to troll me, and I'm not even about to give you that satisfaction today, so I'm just going to let you be.
Okay, so now let's move away from the camera content creation kind of thing and the business as a whole. Let's just move from that a bit. Now, let's talk about you when the cameras are off. So, how do you spend your free time? Because we know you have a lot on your plate. So, how do you spend your free time?
I like to read, just enjoy tea, and I had gotten a new hobby of collecting plants. So that's what I do in my free time.
So what's that one thing that instantly makes you happy? That anytime you see it, you're excited. Anytime you see it, you're happy.
I think my pets. I have cats.
I thought you were going to say, okay, maybe a side of a beautiful dish. I can sell something.
Maybe because I walk around food a lot. I love to see people like take maybe a sip of boba and they're so happy. It makes me happy.
Especially when it's coming from you.
Yeah.
So, okay, so what scares you most? Because we know we have our strengths, we have our weaknesses, just like I said, what makes you happy, and you said your pets. So what scares you the most?
I think failure. I think I'm very scared of failing.
But like, okay, whenever you think of failure, is there anything you do differently from what you usually do in order not to see yourself in that position you fear the most?
No matter how much I'm scared of failure, I always say, be kind to yourself. There is nobody that is going to take care of you but you. I always say that I am doing good. I'm trying. I am not doing anything. So at the end of the day, God will see my effort and not let me fail.
So who inspires you the most? Let's get that. Aside your grandma, that inspired you to love the diversity of Nigerian meals.
I wouldn't say I have a particular person. Yes.
Oh, that's great. So, what's that one habit you're trying to improve to make yourself a better person in business? Consistency.
I'm trying to stop procrastinating. I'm trying to be a more consistent person.
So, and then again, what makes you grateful every day?
Being alive, like waking up and being alive and healthy.
That's good.
Yeah, health is something that people are not grateful enough for.
And okay, we know a lot of stress. Aside you saying taking break, when you say take break, what does it mean? Because that I'm talking about your mental health, because all this comes with stress.
Of course.
Yeah. So how do you take care of yourself mentally?
I still say take breaks.
Take breaks. Like when you say take breaks, exactly.
Yeah, when I say take breaks, I log off my socials. Yeah, I'm completely out of it. I am just waking up, praying, taking tea, just enjoying being me, enjoying the art of doing nothing.
Okay, we'll be going on a short break, and when we come back, we'll go to our last segment before we get to our exciting part of the show, and I'm very sure you're going to love it. So we'll be right back after the break. Welcome back, and we're still on with Aisha Tilde on S24 Insights. And before we left, she was talking about how she takes care of herself mentally because of burnout and all that. And she said, just take a break. So now, before I go to my next segment, I would like to know your presentation of a meal. Like, if they tell you to make it, or wait, let's keep that, and let's talk about the future first before I now bring that to the last part of the segment I told you you're gonna like. So social media is always evolving, but great brands involved with it. What's the long-term vision for Aisha Tilde? Is it like more of businesses, or more of storytelling, or something entirely different?
I'd say it's a bit of both. Like I mentioned, we'll hopefully make Pearls and Tea into a full-blown restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
And my food tour, like
You're
inshallah, I'm going
keen
to
on
do
that.
that.
And I bet you.
That is telling stories of food
I
through
bet you that's going
traveling.
to be an amazing
I
thing to
cannot
do.
wait for it as
Exploration
well.
is just going to be so amazing. So now let's go to, there's this section, or there's this segment we call a rapid fire. Okay, it's a rapid fire segment, and anytime I'm watching any guest on Spotlight on is one of my most amazing, my amazing segments, because I just love that quick answer, because we just actually use a yes or no answer. Then it's also one sentence or one word that comes to your mind when you hear it. All right. So our rapid fire goes like this. Yes or no, or the first question that comes to your mind. Tea or coffee?
Tea.
Okay. Rice or two?
Rice.
Okay. Homemade meals or eating out? Definitely, I know.
Homemade.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to say eating out, then I'll be like, okay, then who eat your meals? All right. Instagram or YouTube?
Instagram.
Okay. Introverts or extroverts or ambiverts?
Introvert.
Okay, that's nice. Your favorite northern meal? Masa, obviously. You cannot skip that. One spice you cannot cook without?
Ginger and garlic.
Ooh, nice. Favorite Nigerian city? Bauchi?
No.
Oh, I don't know. You should. I thought you were going to say, but it's not bad.
I've been to Akwa Ibom.
That's your favorite for now?
Yes.
Okay. So, a market or supermarket?
Supermarket.
Last thing you searched on Google?
I think location test S24.
Okay. All right. One word for your family. Okay, one word your family will use to describe you. That you think anybody, if they call Aisha to anybody in the family, what is that one word they're going to use to describe you?
Quiet, I guess.
Oh, that's nice. Sweet or spicy?
Spicy.
Okay, but you don't look like someone who likes something spicy.
Very spicy, in fact.
Oh, okay. So fame or privacy?
Privacy.
Ooh, nice. Mountains or beaches? Like beach?
Mountains. I don't like beach.
Beach. Oh, why? You're scared of water or something?
I don't know. I don't like humidity and water. Like, I don't know. There's just a situation that I don't like about the beach.
Oh, okay. Oh, but you're not just scared of getting drowned or something.
No, it's
Okay.
just I hate feeling wet sand
Well, oh,
on my
okay.
feet.
Oh, well said. One celebrity you would love to cook for.
I'd say Gordon Ramsay.
Okay, okay. So if you could cook for one world leader, who would it be?
I don't know.
Yo, world leader like Obama, like Donald Trump, like
Maybe I'd say Obama.
Obama. Most blacks or most Africans would
Would say
definitely
Obama.
Obama. Yes, that would be their best bet. So, what's the one place you still plan on visiting, or you dream of visiting?
Switzerland.
Switzerland. Oh, so okay. Now finish this sentence. Success to me means
Peace of mind.
okay. All right. So, now I said I was going to ask you a question after our rapid fire. So if they say a Nigerian dish that would talk about your life, the preparation, the ingredients and everything of a Nigerian dish that would talk about your life, what would that dish be? Because we know how some certain dishes have been made and being prepared. What would that dish be? Aside, you already said masa. You already said
I'm sorry, I still say masa.
You say masa. So
I still say masa.
so like since you
Because
love masa, just take us through the steps of making masa so that we can actually imagine how your life or your personality is.
because you'd have to soak
The rice?
that
Yes.
is me resting.
Okay, that's you resting. Okay.
You have to soak it, that is me resting. You wash it like properly till the water is clear. Then you take it for it to be blended. And then you add cooked one in it. And then you allow it to ferment.
So the process of cooking and allowing it to ferment, is that still you resting, marinating in your essence, in your creativity and your essence, okay?
Yes, and then it will have to ferment a bit. That time it takes. Good things take time.
Exactly.
And then you come and fry it. When frying it, it's coming up,
yes,
it's looking beautiful,
beautiful,
and then you're flipping it and it's looking more
soft.
beautiful.
Oh.
And then you bring it out and it's so versatile and I can live anywhere.
Okay, that's actually an amazing. That is so like are you just masa on its own, your masa with the sauce or masa with
No,
honey or masa with
just masa. That is why I'm like versatile. Just masa. You can have it with the honey. You can have it with soup. With anything.
Okay, that's so amazing. Now let's like I said, let me just quickly do this again because I like bringing it back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I like that. So, what dreams are you still chasing?
Owning a restaurant, I think.
Oh, yes,
No, I think that's like
that's one of your biggest dreams that you hope on,
yes.
and I bet you're going to do well in that because as an
Inshallah.
amazing chef that you are, you do. So, where do you see yourself, your business, Pearls and Tea in 5 years?
Bigger and better. That's like the shortest I can say.
So, are we going to be seeing a cookbook? We already said a restaurant, so we are definitely putting an eye out for a
Yes.
restaurant. Are we going to be seeing a cookbook?
Hopefully.
A television show? And what legacy do you hope to leave?
I don't think that's anything I've ever
Thought of, oh wow. So now that I've brought it to the table for you, what legacy are you hoping to leave for people behind you, or people who are coming after you, for people who are looking up to you, and people who want to like venture into what you are doing?
I'd say, okay, it has a story. I once went to this restaurant and I had an amazing meal. The owner came and he gave me Turkish coffee. That was my first time tasting
Turkish coffee.
And he was so kind. And thinking about it now, I think that is what I want to leave. Oh, I've once been at this person's restaurant and she was so kind to me.
Oh,
Yeah,
act of kindness.
of
That's the
course.
legacy you want to leave.
Yeah.
Oh, so as regards to business now, what do you want to leave behind?
A franchise. I want Pearls and Tea to hopefully be a franchise one day.
So like a generational,
Yes.
like a 7th or 10th generation kind of company
Yeah, I want
thing.
you to go in and see me and my friend. These are the first owners.
So finally, if you could speak to your younger self, what are you going to tell yourself? And then again, what advice do you have for people who are actually coming up when it comes to business, content creation, and just being themselves? Because one thing that stands out for you is authenticity. So,
for my younger self, I'd say you have tried. Like a round of applause for you.
Exactly.
You did well. Alhamdulillah. Like with all the challenges you've been through, you're here. And alhamdulillah for that. And for people coming up, be yourself. Like unapologetically. No matter how much. At first, like when I started content, at first it was like, what do you mean you're getting into the kitchen with this and this? Why are you plating this and this? Don't listen, block it. Be yourself.
So when you just spoke about starting when you started, did you go to like a culinary school, or it was mostly home based, like
it was mostly
home based,
like and then eventually I took few courses.
Yeah. So that will help you better develop yourself and understand how the business is. Well, okay, it was actually nice speaking to you, Aisha.
Thank you so much for having me.
It is an amazing experience. Every creator leaves behind no more than content. They leave stories, values, and a reminder that authenticity still matters. Today, we've met not just a woman behind the recipes or the lifestyle post, but someone who has built a brand through consistency, culture, and genuine connection. Aisha's journey reminds us that sometimes the most powerful influence comes not from trying to be someone else, but from confidently being yourself. Thank you, Aisha, for sharing your journey with us. And to our viewers, thank you for watching. And so thank you for watching this inspiring edition of S24 Insights. I am Hadiza Galadima. See you next time.